welcome everybody. Recently, I got a message from a YouTuber saying, Glenn, your voice is annoying, do something about it, please. So, in response to that, it's time to talk like Batman for a while. For today, I'm going to do this commentary as Batman. Now the first thing you need to know is that this game's is called Good KD. And the reason why I called it Good KD is because I did a 10 KD. And yes, I have said KD a lot. But right now, that's not important. What is important is the fact that my team lost this match. And it wasn't my fault. I had a chopper gunner. I had all sorts of things going on. In fact, it was a pretty good game from me. It's not a game that I think I did badly on. So right now, I'm lurking in the shadows like a bat, because that's what I do, because I'm Batman. And right now, I guess it's a good idea to talk about impressions in general, since, after all, a lot of people do impressions of me. And I guess the thing is that sometimes it's good not to be yourself. Sometimes people don't like being themselves, because being yourself can be boring at times. Which is why I like to show you that I'm willing to believe in good impressions. Then again, this whole thing could just be one big mistake. And I understand that. But then again, I did get that message. I did get the message to change my voice, so I'm going to. Anyway, I did have something that I wanted to talk about today, and it is actually Call of Duty. See, a lot of people seem to think that Call of Duty is a game that never changes. Call of Duty is a game that requires no skill. I think differently. And the reason why is because that on Black Ops, the game gets played very differently to COD 4, which in turn is very different to World at War. All the games get played very differently. And that's why I'm here talking about Call of Duty. You see, it's not maybe the game hasn't changed a whole lot. The graphic scheme is, well, it's exactly the same. And the name tag is exactly the same, and the icons are exactly the same. But, at the same time, the game has changed. It's not exactly the same game. If you try to play Black Ops exactly the same way you play COD 4, you'd get slaughtered. And that's the truth of the matter. In fact, if you try to play these games the same way, you would get slaughtered. But whilst I'm here, and I am talking like Batman, because people said my voice was annoying, I might as well talk about Batman. And I want to talk about the Batman Dark Knight Rises. You see, as far as I'm concerned, The Dark Knight Rises is a pretty good film. I tend to enjoy this film quite a lot when I watch it. So, why do I like it? And I'm hearing all sorts of things, all sorts of bullshit reasons why people don't like this film. Why people do not like my film. And the reason is Bane. They say that Bane's voice is annoying. I don't think so. See, I can put up with Bane because, well, he actually sounds correct as far as I'm concerned. Like, for instance, when he says, "Your punishment must be more severe." I thought that was real. And then there's also the line, "Of course." And then what the hell is your plan next, fool? Our plan next is to crash the plane. You know, I actually don't think it was a bad voice. I think it was fine. And of course, there are other lines. "You merely adopt... Oh, you think the darkness is your ally. I was born in the dark, whereas you merely adopted it. But in fact, by the time I saw the light, I was already a man. And by then, it was just blinding." But then again, I think Bane was a good villain in The Dark Knight Rises. Now, of course, this whole commentary could have been one huge success. And I understand that. It might have been good. In fact, you might even be willing to believe it's good. And then again, it could have been not as big a mistake as yours, I fear. Toodles!